It didn't look pretty, and thank God for the Raptors. Well, you don't want to see anybody get hurt, but thank God for the Raptors' sake that it was only a sprain. You don't want him going down, especially with this series coming back to Toronto. And as the series is coming back to Toronto, Lowry, he did speak after the game about what the team has to do coming back home. They're up 3-1 now. In that, funnily enough, the Caps are actually 5-0-2 heading into Game 4. In games against a Crosby-less Penguins squad, they're now, of course, 5-1-2. I'd like to think that maybe Chicago just got into Toronto's head that night. Obviously, the history's there with Toronto's losing streak to Chicago, and Chicago doesn't have those Raptor killers, so to speak, anymore. Doug McDermott, Taj Gibson, and all that. But yeah, I just think that mentality of we always lose to these guys. Yeah. Chicago really got in their heads. I mean, don't get me wrong. Toronto, great comeback. They won an OT. That was great for them. But I think at that point, it was the Bulls were just messing with them a little bit. He's always had the offensive capabilities, but this year he's really flourishing. So I don't know. I couldn't really tell you what it is, but it's been good to see for Boston in that sense. So yeah, they would be nowhere near where they are now, especially if they make the playoffs. I'd say even if they squeeze into the Atlantic Division, not the wild card, I think he'd have the edge in that one. So he's got my vote. This one was all Tom Schreiber. After spectacularly putting up 5 points in these past 2 games, Schreiber went off for 10 in this one. Stefan LeBlanc had 9, while Brett Hickey continued his impressive campaign with 7. The Rock's next contest comes February 12th in Calgary against the Roughnecks. If Fleury doesn't want to waive his no-trade clause, he wants to stay in Pittsburgh, and of course they have to protect him. That's the whole issue with this for the expansion draft. They got to buy him out. But until then, I'd say the Penguins are doing just fine. They have a chance to close out the series Saturday night in Washington. Yeah, I mean, I think coming into the playoffs, a lot of people figured this could be a cakewalk for the Caps, who dominated the regular season, but we know their track record in the playoffs. It's not a good one. So when you got these Maple Leafs, these hungry Maple Leafs, these young kids are just looking to get that experience in the playoffs, and I don't think a lot of people expected them to be here after last season. They got nothing really to lose in this sense. So the fact that they're really taking it to Washington, it's been a pleasant surprise, so to speak. When you're down 3-2, it doesn't matter if you're down or whatever. If you have a 5-minute power play, I know a lot of teams just like to set up that perfect shot, but I think you can get more than one shot off in 5 minutes, and then it became like 6 minutes. Yeah, I think you can get more than one. I get it from a fan's perspective. You want to see the stars play, and especially if you're paying to go see these guys play and they're sitting on the bench drinking coffee. The Raptors. Oh boy, blown out in Game 2 by the Cavs. Blown out one. Well, I wouldn't say they're blown out in Game 1, but Game 2 was definitely a lot worse. 125-103, and one of the main reasons that happened was the man they call LeBron James. 39 points. I don't think there's anything to do. I don't think you can change anything. You can't find the team for not playing LeBron or not playing Steph or something like that. Yeah. I mean, I like that players are taking a stand and saying, I want to just play basketball. That's why I don't rest like Russell Westbrook, and James Harden doesn't want to sit. Channing Frye, 18 points. Not bad. 5 threes as well. Iman Shumpert, 14 points, 6 boards. So you got that depth scoring. You got other guys aside from LeBron. Of course you have Kyrie. Of course you have Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love also had a good game. So, they can get that scoring from everywhere. Let's make it simple. LeBron James is unstoppable, especially in the postseason. He surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for second on the all-time playoff scoring list with 5,777 points. He now trails only MJ, Michael Jordan, with 5,987. So he's only 210 points behind. He's got the rest of this series to go. He's got the next round to go. And he's got the finals to go. That's how far he's going. I think he can do it. I think he can surpass MJ this year. If not, he'll definitely do it